Hey guys, and welcome to Mysteries of Selindor. That's the the audience cheering, right? We have those. It's been like a month since we played this game, so I think we could all use a good recap. Too bad I don't write those. So this is my my stab at a recap.
Difficult when your DM is illiterate. It's okay.
I'm not illiterate. I know how to write stuff. It's just it takes me forever to like think about how to word things in recaps. I don't know what it is.
I was just giving you an out.
That's right. I'm illiterate. So Selindor is a large, mysterious place named after the tree at its center. A massive, sprawling city continuing out from it. The mysteries of this place are slowly being revealed to our little adventuring group of New Death. They originally came here simply to find passage to the next place. Suddenly, they found themselves trying to get access to a small guild known as the Twilight Reserve in order to gain closeness to Lady Hyacinth, a dark fae who belongs to the Linares district. They they were gonna do that and instead spent several days trying to buy, sell things, craft items, and eventually found themselves swept up in a churn within the city that took them to an area filled with the ambiance of the Shadowfell. And from there, they decided to follow a group of traveling people and found themselves in a very interesting ruin down in the Howling Abyss. They thought they spent a few days there. Turns out they spent a month. Or was it 2 months? I think it was a month. 2 months. 2 months. Yeah, so they spent 2 months inside, during which time they were sought out by their good friend, the very nerdy and also apparently very loaded Cleary Asentov, who, having safely returned them, set back to his own devices, leaving them back to their original goal of joining the Twilight Reserve. For talking to that leader, they were informed that the best way to do this was going to be to go to the Summer Soldiers in a completely different district and get to join their guild as spies. So finally, after much canoodling and doing of dumb things, the team finally takes their first steps into the Summer Grove? Into the Summer Grove. Looking about, you see trees on all sides, lights all around, moving and dancing through the air. Some of them appear to be nothing more than fireflies. Some of them look like live pixies. In the current street that you are in, the trees on either side of you are very tall, and most of them have pink flowers coming down from them, sort of like sakura trees. The rest of them are very verdant, bright green. As you step into the zone, you can barely see through the canopy. It is kind of like a darker feel, but the sun is still somehow bearing through in such beautiful rays that it just makes you feel at peace. But you are officially in the Summer Grove. What would you like to do?
First question is Ernie with us, or is he still with the hag?
That's a very good question. It's been a long time. I would say
pretty sure we had Ernie.
I'm pretty sure you guys have Ernie, yeah.
No, he's a big pig now. And he's like normal like full adult pig.
He's like a full-sized adult pig.
But he's like still a baby. So.
But he's still a piglet.
Alright, I just keep feeding him. Okay, I just wanted to know if he was with us.
I'm pretty sure we got your zombie back too, but
I think it's in cold storage right now. It's basically like you don't know who has it, who has your zombie, your witch zombie, but you do know that they are in.
They did not like bury of it. Yeah,
they're in Blackwall.
I thought Cleary took care of it.
Well, Cleary, he didn't know how to take care of a zombie, so he said that it is currently on like layaway.
It's on ice.
I mean, the good news is with zombies, you can always just make more. So,
Yeah, so well, either she's
Not
currently
worth
being
the
used as a zombie or
resources.
she's on ice. So, well, yeah, you could just make more. Anyways,
She's- yeah.
what would you guys like to do though? You have stepped foot into the Summer Grove, and let me know if you have any questions about anything.
And it's in the
without being
middle
prompted, I
of
don't
the
know how to
night.
describe it.
I
Right.
believe
Yeah.
Azurus is with us.
Oh, it
now,
is the
too,
middle of
right?
the night. That's right.
Yeah.
It is
This
sunny,
is
but
what
it's the middle of the
So,
night. Yeah.
It's not sunny then.
Okay.
It actually it's almost like street lights with the pixies moving around and the fireflies. It's almost like street lights. The trees are as I described them, but there's no light breaking through. You can see the glow coming from above the canopy of the treetops all the way to the very top of the massive tree of Selindor, which itself sends out a sort of glow that is warm, that isn't present in any of the other districts surrounding it. So, what would you like to do?
Yeah. Just a note, I believe Azurus is with us now too.
Azurus is with you. You guys have a pig, a dragon, Gardrick, rather. And you yourselves are a very eclectic group that have just stepped out of...
Zeddy has done her disguise self thing to look more summer fae, sort of white and gold and like silvery like highlights and stuff. Very evocative of sunshine.
Should I do that too?
You did not say that you did, but I'm not even sure if you were here when this happened, so...
I was not.
And Oren's not wearing his mask or his robe.
I do believe everybody went to a tailor before they left.
Yeah, we got like new clothes and stuff to replace the acid ruined.
Yes, so
bullshit.
at that time, if you wanted to say that you got your summer clothes for the Summer Grove and you guys are trying, you're more than welcome to make up what you guys are wearing. If you want to do like, ooh, this is my Summer Grove outfit. Or if you're
My
just
pants look
wearing...
the same, but fancier.
Okay, so you're just pants, right?
Yeah.
You get
The
the...
ears like the exact same.
I'm generally dressed in white anyway, so.
Oh yeah,
feel
so yours
like
is just the same outfit. What about you, Grim?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've got my breastplate. Well, I don't know that I would use an animal hide unless it was,
Well,
you
your
know,
robes did turn to pretty
naturally
much
naturally sourced. Yeah, so basically, otherwise I just would be naked with the breastplate. So I'm gonna need something. I could probably just get like some kind of cotton or linen, like trousers or whatever, and like undershirt, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
Rub some
go-
dirt on them.
Okay. So he's just wearing linen clothes. It doesn't look like much with his very beautiful breastplate. Like it looks like his clothes are kind of lackluster, but they're functional.
Yeah,
Um,
I gotta dirty up that breastplate too. It just needs time.
Yeah, you keep putting dirt on it and it just keeps magically falling off. Bropsy, what about you? Anything special for the summer court?
Well, Bropsy normally wears very dark cloak kind of stuff, but since she has that the magic-y armor now that changes itself, she's gonna make it be mostly white, but with little like floral yellow, green, pink accents.
Nice. So you guys look like you belong in this zone as you step in from the outside. I don't remember like if you guys even met the guy who stands on guard in front of the gate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
we
talk to
did.
him.
That was basically the last thing we did, and then we stepped through. And
I can't even remember who that was now.
Bought our passage into the area.
Yeah, but they turn and they look and they see you guys like just changing outfits and like looking all fancy. They're like,
oh no, we did that before we came because we stopped at a spa
"Oh,
first.
you did." That's true. Okay, man, this is what happens when we don't play for a month. Everything gets all messed up. All right, you guys
This
are
guy have a
inside
magic
in
mustache.
your clothes. All right, go have fun.
You guys hold that thought and go do stuff. I gotta go potty real quick.
Well, so we definitely talked about this last time we played, but I don't remember what we decided. So let's start there. Do we want to? I mean, it's midnight, right? Do we want to go find a place to stay, or do we want to go talk to the summer soldiers first, because maybe if we do join them, they'll have some dormitories or something. But we don't want to be presumptuous and not have a backup plan. So maybe we should explore the town a bit and acclimate, familiarize ourselves.
You hear from down below. Excuse me.
Oh.
As a very large-nosed, very short individual with a mushroom cap on top of his head, like sort of slips by underneath your foot. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Very slowly making his way past you.
Like, how small is this person?
It's about 1.5 feet tall. His nose itself is about 7 inches from where his face is hidden beneath the toadstool sort of cap.
So we just
On
see a
top of his head?
nose tip.
You can see quite a bit of a nose tip coming out. That's what I'm saying. But you can't see the rest of his face except for some ears kind of sticking out of the undersides. He's got large arms for the size of his body, and they're sort of bulky, and he sort of waddles as he walks.
Good soul. Could you point us in the direction of a reputable inn around here?
Sorry, what did you call me?
Well, I said good soul just because I'm trying to be gender neutral and not presumptuous.
Okay. There's not a lot around this zone, but if you head a few more miles in, there's a nice place called the Barrel Bows. If you want to go further towards the center, maybe 2 hours in, there's a place called the Verdant Rest.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And safe travels.
Just
So, center sounds good, right? We want to be in like a centralized location. Verdant Rest.
The Verdant Rest sounds nice.
It does sound nice.
you see this little one just like walking his way, continuing by, and then you see crossing in the opposite direction another one that looks just like him, only he's like 6 feet tall, and his mushroom top is like way wider. It's almost like he's got an umbrella over the top, and there's still large lumbering arms, and just kind of moving the opposite direction. He's like, "Hi, Jesse. Hey, what's going on?" And they just like say hi to each other as they cross and move by one another.
That's new.
Said he
They're the
tries not to
same.
stare.
But not the same.
Yeah, I mean, so one of them's like short and squat, and the other one's like long and lanky with big arms and really big feet, and like it's like from the knee down is like just like an elephant foot as they're moving across.
Is this place stranger than where we were?
So far.
Definitely
okay.
stranger than no zombies though, so that's a plus in my book.
And it doesn't seem super crowded right by the gate where you guys are, but you can see like down the street there are a myriad of different creatures walking around.
Let's explore. I want to see what else is strange about this place. So we'll head towards the center of town and the Verdant Rest because that sounds nice. I would like to see what that looks like. I'm very excited, but definitely eyes peeled, checking out
That'll give us a
everything.
few hours to explore, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are making your way from this side in. So on your way through, you are going to see a myriad of different creatures, ranging from things that look like living mushrooms, living rocks, moss with legs. You see full-on dryads. You see centaurs. You see satyrs. All manner of fae folk. All the way to hags walking back and forth as well. And sea and bog witches. All crossing past each other. This is maybe not nearly as much of a sunny, everybody wears white kind of place that you thought it was, passing these first early creatures.
Yeah.
Well, it is nighttime, so this could be the
It is
nightlife.
nighttime.
As long as
These
none of
are
the
nocturnal
trees
fae.
or the rocks try to eat me.
I think
It's fine.
this is Seti's getting like her interest was piqued with the mushroom people. She's already kind of like peak excitable, but as we go and we see all these different creatures, she'll like whoever she's walking, like she'll like Mindir, oh my god, there's a centaur, or like just like slapping people left and right, like oh my god, look at that, look over there, and just like but trying not to like
Please
make a
don't
scene.
slap me in the face. I'm much shorter than you.
Like oh sorry, Blapsy.
So as you guys are walking
But
out,
she's
and
just-
they're starting to get some noise all around you. Just like there seems to be a very lively nightlife here, and it's mostly creatures that are hanging out. You don't see a whole lot of the shining, glimmering fae that you expected to see, with the exception of the pixies that seem to be making light at the nighttime. As you're making your way down, a very large, very dirty-looking tavern that you pass on your right-hand side, called the Nasty Nugget. And out bursting through the doors from underneath the canopy of trees comes this troll that just vomits all over the ground. And as it does, it just spreads because of just the sheer massive size of his gullet.
Prestidigitation.
It just like slides across the street.
Just a path right in front of us.
Clearing the way for our
And as he does it, he sniffs and you prestidigitate the vomit away, and he goes, "Thank you. Sorry.
drink some water, okay?
Different." And you watch as this little pixie comes and pulls down, and she's like, "I told you not to get so drunk." "Oh, I'm sorry. Carry me home." "What?" And he slumps over, and you see this pixie like, as this troll tries to ride, you see his feet dragging behind this pixie, carrying him down the alleyway.
It's a strong pixie.
I
Are
would
they-
give her a buff if it wasn't a spell slot.
So yeah, this is the kind of interaction. Everybody seems very friendly, considering what they are. You see a couple of strange creatures, like this large rock individual, with very like his eyebrows themselves are rocks and they're low, and you can see moss all over its body. As you walk by, you just like sort of slowly, you can hear the grinding of stone as he turns his head to just watch you guys walk by. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't do anything. It just watches. Its head turns as you guys walk by.
Well, I know I'm definitely standing out at nighttime because I'm not wearing my robe or my mask.
Oh yeah, you're just like literally a sunlight, like just like walking
Glowing.
through the area. As you walk by, with the light coming off of you, you guys do notice flowers open up on either side of the street, sort of. And it's almost like they're breathing and smelling in the light that's coming from him, and then they sort of settle back as he continues to walk past.
That's it. That's neat.
This place
So,
is
like,
so
amongst-
cool.
Like there's like, bioluminescent mushrooms all over the ground to the left and the right, and like deeper within the woods that lead behind the alleyways, because it's basically just one line of buildings near the front. The walls are beyond, but there's trees and forest and dense thicket between those areas, and you can see the lights and everything coming in and out of even the forest itself. It's hard to tell where the city stops and the forest begins here. It's definitely a place that's become one with nature, except for the nice dirt
NPC
trail.
redemption.
NPC redemption. Okay. Oh boy. Love it. Okay. So you guys continue along your way. On this side of the street, we do see a tea shop called Taste of the Wilds.
Oh my god, I have to have some tea.
Okay. This place looks insanely well kept. You would say that probably during the daytime, this would be probably the most gorgeous building you've ever seen. At night, it looks good too, but you can see that sort of lost the ash wood, just the paleness of the wood that is used, and the intricate delicacy to every single bit of carved pillaring iconography all across the building. You can see just everywhere it's just these tiny little details, like murals sculpted into the walls themselves. The front door, this sort of ashen white, seems to be almost like a Western style with like the push in the middle with the dual hinges. And you can see that there is a nice little firelight coming from inside. Green glass windows.
Well, guys, there's a weird door. It sounds like a dog.
Actually open at this time?
They are open. You're muted, babe.
Sunny's like just vibrating out of her skin as we see this building, and she sees that it's like a tea shop. She's just like, guys, we have to go in. I have to go in. Is it okay if we go in?
Minnie's gonna put like his hands on on Seti's shoulders and just like kind of steer her towards the store, but like kind of like, all right, we're going, but calm down.
Papsy's grabbing her hand.
Oh my god, I have to try the tea here. This place is so pretty. It's like, it reminds me of home a little bit, but like if my people were like so much more creative.
I always forget that you haven't seen the world.
Anything? I really have not seen anything. It was the past, and then it was the swamp, and now it's this place, and like, holy crap.
The swamp, probably the low end of
Yeah,
everything.
I should. Well, then there was the abyssal delve that we just did. That was
that's
definitely lower than the swamp, but only in the sense that, well, I guess in the
Right.
delve, I didn't really think I was going to die. I thought Oron was going to die, but I didn't think I was going to die. I did think I was going to die in the swamp.
As you guys are talking, a medium height, about the size of Bropsy, one of these like sort of mushroom like people sort of walks by and stops as he's crossing your path and looks over at Grim. Sees him for a second, just looks past all of you and just goes, and then just keeps walking.
Was what? I missed the facial expression.
He just does this and just goes,
Hello, mushroom friend.
and he just goes, sup, keeps walking.
I think I would like it here. There are people that are mushrooms.
Grim, those things
pretty
don't grow on you,
great.
do you?
Maybe if I wait long enough. Can you imagine? I have all my little mushroom children running around.
So all the bioluminescent spores on either side of in the thickets in the deep sections, the places where it goes behind, where you see they shrink away whenever Orin approaches, where the flowers sort of reach up to him and sort of open up at that. Like, there's no visible flowers most of the time, but they'll open up as Orin walks by. You see the mushrooms sort of shrink away, but as Grim gets close to the mushrooms, you see the mushrooms start to glow slightly brighter.
Hey, Grim, would you like your mushrooms to grow?
Yeah, yes.
Prestidigitation. Your mushrooms glow now.
Don't they already? They sort of already glow.
Oh,
didn't
They
okay.
they literally like look like lights now, flashlights, small little flashlights.
No, I got little
Yeah,
flash.
just intense.
Don't worry, guys. Now I'll never get lost. Grim has it covered.
Yes, you are.
It only
Ernie's
lasts
in
for
here
like an
too, right?
hour, but
They let Ernie in, right?
You guys are going into the tea shop?
yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So as you guys push the tea shop door open, and just opens inside, you see this intricate woodwork and this sort of pale atmosphere with the green lights just sort of making this place feel like almost eerie, but in a way that's, I don't know, magical as you walk in. Like this warm firelight is coming from one side, but the rest is just covered with green glass, making this whole thing feel halfway spooky, halfway calming. As you walk
Why
in,
didn't
you
we
see-
come here first?
You see an individual behind the counter has his feet kicked up. There are hundreds of jars of loose leaf tea behind him. Well, behind them. And then there are tables all around with individuals sitting at them. You see one little mushroom person sitting there crying his eyes out. Just going.
And just
Oh,
Perhaps you would like to go up to him. What's wrong? I'm s-
Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry. I don't mean to scare you. It just. Are you okay?
I puts his arms up and then puts them around you and just hugs.
Oh. There. Oh.
A lot of snotty slime all over your shirt, your jacket.
You can
prestidigitation.
see Bropsy's feathers ruffle. She's very uncomfortable.
I'm really sorry.
Why are you so upset?
Oh, it's just the tea.
Is
Wait.
it that good or that bad?
Oh, I really needed to go through some stuff, so I had some of this tea. And then he holds it up, and as you smell it, you sort of feel a little sad.
Is it
Cathartic chamomile.
magic tea?
Oh, I'm sorry for putting my snot on your shoulder.
It's okay. She cleaned it.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. My name's Dewdrop.
Oh,
It's a pleasure.
can he
I'm
put his
Dropsy.
dewdrops on you?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Are you gonna be okay now?
Oh, no, I'm okay. I might spring for another cup.
Okay. Gives him a little pat and steps away.
So you see that he puts a handful of platinum pieces down on the table. He says, "Thanks, Chamomile. I'll be back next Tuesday." He gets up and walks out the front door.
Oh, bye.
You see a myriad of different creatures sitting around the room, and they're all kind of going through different shades of emotion, like openly while they're there. Like you can see there's a couple making out in the corner. You can see that there is a guy just laughing his head off, and he's just staring at a wall. There's a lot going on in this room with
I
all
don't
these
think
different
this is a normal tea shop.
Yeah.
So
and-
behind the-
Just
Maybe don't try the tea that Dewdrop had.
well, and also, I mean, maybe he was tipping really well, but it seems a little rich for my blood.
Can I make
so behind the counter, you guys do see a very there's like round glasses, like John Lennon style glasses on this long nose of this individual, who has sort of shaggy, short blonde hair, and very long, sort of pointed out ears, and his eyebrows themselves are also very bushy and bright yellow. Like when I say blonde, I mean like yellow blonde. He's sitting behind the counter, and you see that they have sort of green wrapped. It's a fabric that actually looks like it's made out of leaves themselves, but they sort of look almost metallic, and it wraps around their body like very tight and fittedly, and like they look very interesting as an individual, very fancy. You would say you've never seen an individual quite like this. They have very sharp features that are very exaggerated, and their arms are very slender but very beautiful. And as they move, you see just a bit of warmth just moves from them everywhere that they move, and you see it sort of has a calming effect.
Say hi.
Hey, it's
Um,
Dewdrop.
It's Dewdrop. Say hi. Say hi, Uncle Gagnor and Aunt Simienne. He just woke up from his nap.
Aww.
Yeah, it looks like he just woke up from a nap. Look at that hair.
Bedhead.
He needed to sleep because he was up till like 5 last night.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's been like all week that we haven't slept.
Oh boy.
Night owl, just like his uncle.
So what would you guys like to do in this tea shop?
Go up to the counter
Okay.
and hello. This is a lovely establishment you have. I was curious about the menu.
Oh, menu. Yes, of course. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Oh, well, I came in here expecting a much different kind of tea shop. I'm new in town, you see.
I
And
see. Well,
um,
welcome.
so I'm just curious about the whole experience you have going on here.
Oh, well, I love my little humble tea shop. We have brought many things from the Feywild here. Many teas to enjoy. I am a proficient mixer of these herbs. So people here come to truly enjoy themselves. That said, if you want something more simple, I can arrange for some normal teas. But my specialty is this, I'm sure why you are perhaps a bit shaken.
As I said, this
Maybe-
was not what I was expecting, but I'm very much intrigued. So, like, can you...
You guys notice that the platinum that was on the table just at some point is gone. Like, you never see anybody take it, it's just gone.
Do you, like, brew up anything? Like, can people get, like, any emotion or any experience they're looking for?
I rotate my specialties out, but I can sell it to you dry leaf, the loose leaf. Or I could make you a tea for now, should you wish to enjoy it. It is up to you. But yes, I have a small list here if you'd like to peruse.
Can
Of
I?
course.
Can I just get a?
Yes, of course, dear. And you see he just he gestures in front of him, and then you look to your left, and there's just a small cup, a wooden cup with sort of fizzy liquid in it.
Nice.
It's just a few copper there.
I give him a gold.
It is much appreciated, my dear little crocker. So, he hands you the list. This is what is on the list.
Oh boy.
Mitnir's like looking over your shoulder at the list.
You see at the top of the list is Terror Tea. This is a particular type of tea, and it says, like, in the little blurb, it's like, explore your nightmares, experience terror. Great at parties, lots of fun. Below
We should
that
get
one,
some
it
of that
says,
dry leaf.
Raging
For our
Roibus.
enemies.
It says Raging Roibus, when you just gotta get your anger out.
I don't think we have
Uh,
any problems with that.
Depression Draught.
I think that's
says,
what Dewdrop is drinking.
Face your inner turmoil.
I skipped that one.
Distasteful Decaf.
What's the point?
No description.
Every
Joyful
detail.
Jasmine. And there's just a small sketched in drawing of a sun.
It's not the.
Trustful Tincture.
I want to look around and see if there's a little old Chinese man. Make a perception check.
A little old Chinese man.
Yeah, specifically one that's singing "Live from the Vine." Anyway, I'm just kidding.
No, there
It
isn't.
seems like if there was any place, you might find such a person.
Uncle
He would
Iroh
never
is
be in
here,
a
of
place that
course.
serves terror tea.
This is all part of the experience. No, that's my Iroh impression.
So
No,
there was, sorry,
and
there
then
was
the bottom one
joyful,
is Joyful Jasmine,
a drawing of a sun.
Trustful Tincture. It says, earn the trust of those around you. And then the bottom one says, mating matcha. Ra-cha-cha-cha-cha. Is this what it says next to it?
We know what those two in the corner are having.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the trustful tincture. How does that work?
The trustful tincture. It is very nice to have around friends, of course. But the one who drinks it, they will feel that they can trust anyone around them.
That sounds dangerous.
Like over to Mitnir, that would be another good one for our enemies.
Oh, yes, of course. I did not think you didn't know. Some people use these to try to feel it's therapeutic, but they do have some very devious, very fun uses.
Fun. I like the way you think.
Now, how would you like it if you fed this to your grandmother and she got terrified? And as he laughs, you see the light pulses throughout the entire area. And you see, like, everybody else kind of stops their motion for a second and sort of giggles. And then he goes, and you guys feel yourself kind of have a little bit of giggling, and then he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got excited."
It happens.
You have an infectious aura.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. It is my nature. I will try to calm it down. I do
No,
not wish
it's
to be
fine. It's just intriguing.
How intense is the joyful jasmine? Like maybe we just went through a rough patch. One of our friends
It will
died
be
and then
very
got brought
hard
back.
to
Maybe
feel anything other than joy for a while.
like how
That
long?
said, it will really keep away all of the negative feelings. And it lasts about an hour, dear. But you can buy more than one bag.
Does anybody want to
No.
just hang out for an hour and have some fucking joy?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Said he just swear?
I did.
The door just knocked it.
That's our cat's medication.
Okay, so I lost you there because the knocking.
How much is the joyful jasmine?
Like a pot for we'll have a
Joyful
table.
Jasmine?
And maybe tone it down just a little.
For you. It is not very cheap, my friends. But if you truly wish to do enjoy, I will do very special for you since it is your first time here. I will make a pot for all of you for 100 gold pieces.
Not that bad.
Trust me, this is a very good deal.
Sure. Yeah. I
You
mean,
can see that there is a price tag at the bottom of it. Is actually 200 gold per bag.
Is it
like wait
that
per like tea
gold?
bag for like single
Per
serving
tea
tea
bag.
bag. Okay.
It's 200 gold.
That's a lot of gold for some
A
leaves.
single cup of tea.
Yeah.
But it makes you feel good for an hour. So
It does more than that.
what are we getting into?
Fun.
Hallucinations, apparently.
Mischief.
Very good. I shall make the tea for you. This we do not do with magic. And you watch as he pulls out a small circle stone. It looks like it's made out of jade. And he sets it on the table. And then you see he pulls out another small little gemstone and he places it in the middle. And he gestures towards it and you see like it begins to glow. And you feel heat coming from it. He takes a small jade teapot and places it on it. And as he gestures towards it, you see it fills with water. And then he places the lid on top. So, where do you all hail from?
Yes.
A little bit of everywhere.
Of course. And it's a pleasure to see you in the Summer Grove.
It's a pleasure to be here. This place is
What
lovely.
business do you have here?
Well, we're new to town.
Yes.
We wound
I
up
like this one. His simplicity is enjoyable.
yeah.
Judging by you, by the way, I think you could enjoy the Raging Roivis.
It's good to be
And you're just
fun.
kind of like,
In battle if you need help raging out.
In case you are having performance issues. In case your sword is limp. Everybody, you guys find yourselves a little.
you just kind of like half glares at him, like, I'm not funny.
You feel a little bit of giggling, you know.
Yeah, no, he's like, it's the like tight lip, like, I'm not laughing, I'm mad. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. So, it is very nice to see such a different array, especially during the night time. And you, a celestial, to what do you grace us with your presence? I'm sure the flowers are loving you.
Yeah, I think they do. I kind of perk up every time I go by.
I feel your radiance here, and I bathe in it as well. I find it quite soothing. Your presence would be greatly enjoyed in some of our seedier establishments around town, I would say.
Well,
Okay.
we just came off a delve exploring the mysteries below the city. We are a group called
very
New
good.
Death.
I thought I was sensing a bit of abyss on this one. And he looks straight into Minir. Ice cold.
We had the time of it.
and you're just kind of like, doesn't flex, but it's kind of like goosebumps, like, the scales kind of like just flare out just a little bit.
And he's just like, very interesting. So you're adventurers.
Indeed. So we are here seeking adventure. And
Good.
maybe a
There is
nice...
much adventure to find here. I promise you, you will find something to enjoy in just about every inch of the Summer Grove. You go into House Solaris, they are a bit too purist for me.
What do you prefer?
I prefer a touch of your material plane. Is what I prefer.
A little mischief and mayhem on the set?
Oh, we all like to have our fun.
That we do.
And you see begins to sprinkle in what looks like glinting solid gold, like little bits and flashes of light. You're not sure if they're reflecting off of Orin's aura, or if they're just from the whatever is being put into the tea itself. Just seems to give off this little quick shine every now and again. So he mixes the tea and then sets it back down. So I want you all to think about something before you drink this tea. Think about your burdens. Think about everything that has been challenging you lately. Think about all your pain. And get ready to let it all go. And then he takes different cups and places them in front of each one of you. They're small, only about the size of maybe like half a can of soda, right? Like a little tiny cup, small teacup. But each one's made out of like gemstones, like crystal or like amethyst or like quartz or topaz. But you can see just barely transparent, mostly opaque. You can see as he pours the liquid in, the heat for a second just sort of creates a bit of steam as he pours it in. And then it settles very quickly, and you can see just a bit of glow as it twists on the surface. You can see a single bit of sediment on top of each one. Please, enjoy.
Thank you very much. Well, take a sip.
Now, assuming that you are not resisting the effects, they're instantaneous, but there is a DC if you want to resist.
That's if I drink it. I don't think Grim is going to drink it.
Orin will drink it, but he's going to like unconsciously resist because he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
I have to say,
Yeah.
like, I watch Seti drink, I watch him, and it's like,
So I'm just asking if you think your character would resist or not.
Yeah, Orin would.
I think
Just out
I
of
have to say,
habit.
I think Mitnir would out of habit also.
Unless Sethi was like, "Cheers, let's all drink together," Bropsy would have waited.
Okay. Then I
So
need...
you're all just waiting to see what happens to Seti.
Well, no, like as you take a sip and it's like seems okay, you didn't fall over dead. It's like,
make a wisdom saving throw for me. Anybody who wants to resist it.
oh god,
I think normally Seti would try to fight the effects just out of pure, like, can I even do this? But I think in this particular circumstance, she's like,
trying to really let go.
yeah, she's like, fuck it, whatever.
As
I
you drink it,
wasted my tea. I got
did
a
you drink it?
22. Yeah.
22.
I drank it and
Grim
I got
didn't
a
drink
a bit
his.
of
9.
You feel a bit of like joy like welling up inside you for a second, and then it slowly fades back down.
You're like, no, I refuse to feel happiness.
You
Or
can
just-
feel the effects coming in. You know you could let it take you at any second, but you are able to fight it off.
Orin's
Yeah.
just kind of waiting for a sec. He's like, oh.
There's more tea in there, by the way. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I got a whole 9.
No, you got a whole 9. Great, yeah. Absolute failure. For those of you who tried the tea, drink it,
Mhm.
and roll lower than an 18. You feel everything fades away. Everything that was bothering you, everything that you were stressed about, gone. You feel a smile just creep onto your face, and you feel you didn't know there was a heavy weight this whole time, but as you breathe deeply, you feel that weight's gone. You feel light, you feel airy, you feel as if you're standing taller. You feel as if any second you could lift off the ground. You feel at peace and you feel joy. And as you guys look into the faces of Mitnir and Seti, you watch as their smiles just not only do you have joy, and you really can't see the sunny side, but you have advantage on all wisdom saving throws for the next hour.
Let's go get into some shit, guys. Yeah, so you just
Or not.
sighs. That's nice.
You can take more. You can drink more tea, by the way, or if you would like to, and you can let it happen. It's up to you.
Guys,
Because
that's
every
really
sip
nice.
of tea is another check. If you try it and you fails, then you try it again. So like if you guys were trying to force feed this to somebody, like an NPC, one of these teas, like you're trying to get them to drink it, it's not just the first sip. If they succeed the first sip, whatever. If they
So we just get
fail
them
the
an
second
IV
one, it
drip.
still happens. So this isn't like an immunity drink. So you're immune if you resist it. Nah, the more you drink, the more chances for you to fail. So
Think if they put this in a bar and mixed it with the drinks.
you watch
I
Chamomile
was really
just
thinking
looking at you
that
guys over his glasses, and he's just like, "So how are we feeling?"
I feel great. I don't think I've ever felt this good before. It's really nice. I feel so sad for past Seti. She didn't know what this felt like.
Oh,
Ugh.
it is so sad when you remember your past self who just did not have it.
Oh,
but you
but
can always buy more and take it with you.
I think we'll have to come back. This is a really lovely place, and we need to bring Cleary here, guys. I feel so bad Cleary's not here. I mean, I don't actually feel bad because I'm really happy right now, but I want to share the happiness. It's so good, and Cleary's not here to enjoy.
Are
Well,
all your
you're-
teas this good?
If you're assuming
They
Clary's
are-
never been here, he's probably been here before.
They are all
don't know
very
about
good at what they do. If you're asking if they are all make you feel this good, not so much.
It's more of the
But there is something
degree of
cathartic.
effectiveness.
Ah, yes, of course. I do not sell anything that is not potent. Of course, you have to brew the tea correctly. Failure to brew it correctly is a waste of the bag.
Is this like a common talent where you're from, or something that like people use maybe in their homes or whatever, or is this something you've developed and you know?
These particular teas, they are my specialty. Not many from the Feywild spend their time on the herbal side of things. Most of them like to play tricks. Yes, we do. We all like to play tricks, but not many of them do it at the expense of the plants, the flora, and the fauna of the Feywild. They don't. Some of them I think it's a bit too much to use these plants, but
Well, you know, some plants need to be pruned and
think-
harvested.
what is the point in its existence if we do not do such? We do not enjoy it. It is not living up to its purpose.
Sure, and you know, there's replanting and all that stuff. It doesn't have to be a death.
Oh, yes, of course. That is the way I view it, and that is the way many view it here. But not all. Not many that are as powerful.
See, my people are mostly, we're all vegetarians. We don't eat meat or anything, but you know, so if we didn't eat plants either because we didn't want to kill plants either, we'd be in real trouble.
You would
Oh,
be
well.
dead.
We would be dead.
I mean, they could live off of, nuts.
But those are plants. I mean, yes, but it's like, where do you draw the line, right? Because a nut comes from a plant and it gets shedded and you can pick it up off the ground. But also that nut could be a new plant. It's like a
The
little
thing
baby
is,
plant.
In the Feywild, there are plants, and then there are plants.
Oh, yeah. Not all plants are like carrots.
Yeah, some plants try to eat you.
Yes, course. There are some plants with moderate levels of intelligence. There are some plants that you can see walking around outside. Or, well,
Yeah,
very many fae themselves are very much like plants, dryads and such.
of course, yes.
But these particular plants are somewhere in between.
Oh.
But thinking about that, I think about it more like giving them a haircut.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of things in my garden needed haircuts. Although,
But anyway,
I don't know if they felt the haircuts.
it's best not to think about it, dear.
Oh, I was just thinking about how pretty plants are.
Very much so. Ah, I have another customer coming. As much as I enjoy your company,
Thank you very much. We will
please
be
enjoy the
in-
tea.
Mm-hmm. Rapsy, did you have any Grim? It's great. Oh my gosh.
Grim will not drink mind-affecting tea. That sounds like a bad idea.
I thought about that, and I thought, well, don't just random strangers feeding you things that change your outlook on things, like the trust one. That's very bad. But gosh, it's been a really sad, long time. So I
Yes,
thought,
but Grim does not need fake happiness.
Mitnir is now like playing with the carvings like on a pillar or something, just kind of like following and just humming Seti's theme song for him, just like very pleasantly, enjoying his buzz,
Seti, you should play some music.
oh well, I don't want to ruin the vibe if hmm. Okay,
If
alright.
she's that joyful, can she really resist playing music?
She will pull out. Oh, that's the thing, though, is none of her songs are happy songs. Mitnir's is fun.
Well, maybe she's gonna write a happy song right now.
I'm just like racking my brain, like, do I have any happy songs for Seti that I can pull from right now? But no, we were just talking about nature and stuff and plants, and Grimm's talking about not needing false happiness or anything. I think she will live workshop Grimm's theme. And so it's a very earthy chant. She takes out her hand drum and does like a little boom, 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 boom. That's kind of like an echoing beat that, trails off and then starts again. And she'll just kind of start. It's kind of like spoken word poetry. And the actual lyrics are the Nordic rune poem, which is very old and very weird. And it's basically a bunch of random observations about nature. But the line that I can recall off the top of my head is not coming to me,
No, you can't
actually.
recall it off the top of your head,
Give me a sec. I'll look it up.
Okay, so as she starts playing this small tune, make me a performance check
Yeah.
with your tool proficiency, right?
Oh, yeah. So that just adds my proficiency bonus or my dex or both.
So whenever you roll
Or my
to play a
charisma.
specific instrument, then you just roll your dexterity or charisma or whatever you're using to play it, and then you add your proficiency bonus. So it's the same as being proficient in performance. So might as well be the same roll.
Yeah. Well,
Since
So you might as well
Brapsy
expect-
encouraged this, Brapsy's also going to give you Brapsy's Splendor. You get advantage on charisma checks.
Boom.
does a performance check count as a charisma check?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm looking for because I think because of my class, I might get something on performance checks. I can't remember if it's persuasion or performance. It might be both, or it might be deception.
I'll tell you what, man. You should just roll.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
Well, I
are you
did roll,
eloquent?
but I get advantage.
What'd you roll?
I,
I don't,
well, I got a
I don't have
12,
to-
but I get advantage apparently. So performance.
If you're talking about the eloquence
Yeah,
thing,
it's
that's
persuasion and deception. I found it.
yeah.
Okay, I got a 17.
Okay. So it's as you begin playing this, it's solemn. Is that the sort of vibe it's got going on, or is it?
No, it's just very earthy. Like there's the drum that just kind of echoes, and then it's kind of like spoken word slash chanting. So there's not much to it, but
Okay, so yeah.
she weaves in, you know, the bardic magic to kind of give her voice like a little bit of an echo, and maybe like a little bit of a droning sound underneath to sort of
Okay.
deepen the
So as this
earthiness.
sort of like tribal sound
Yeah.
starts coming out of from Seti's direction, you guys sort of feel like a little prickle run up your spine as a sort of energy flows from it. All around the area, you see people with their various different emotions begin to like, you know, like some are crying, just hoo, hoo, hoo. Some are laughing, ha ha ha, right, whatever. Some are mating in the corner. But everything starts to rhythm itself with the pulse of the drum, the rhythm of the music. The entire place seems to sort of swell and twist with it. As you see, nodding at the desk, you see Chamomile just going,
So
just
it's
like
in.
vibing with it. And as it does, every single thing, like laughing, crying, punching the wall, getting in a fight, fucking everything happens in the same beating rhythm to the sound of your music because somebody's enjoying it.
So it's in Sylvan, and the lyric I was thinking of earlier is water falls from the mountain, but the jewels within are gold. You is the greenest tree in winter and often singes when it burns. And that's one of like the last lines. And the actual song is Noropo by Hailung, and I'll drop it in our Discord later. So people can listen if they want to. But yeah, it's very tribal, very earthy, and kind of solemn, but gentle enough. Like you can definitely mate to it if you want, or laugh, or whatever these other people are doing.
Okay, cool. So this is happening when you guys vibe,
Yeah.
and you do that for the full hour that you're feeling happy, I guess.
Yeah, basically, she'll just kind of workshop
Yeah, so
it
you guys
in a
chill there
roundabout.
for like an hour, so they put you about 2 a.m. You guys are just playing this music, and you see some people coming in and out, creatures of all different shapes and sizes. You see even like a few humans, or you know, standard elves, dwarves, just random individuals will walk in. You even see a skeleton walk in at one point. You see he walks up to the counter. There's an exchange, and he walks away with a few little baggies.
He's
Probably
up to some
someone's
mischief.
Butler or something.
He's buying the trust one to make other people trust him.
Or he's someone's butler.
Yeah.
Or
Who
servant.
knows? So you guys spend the next hour feeling good. And then as it begins to wind down, you almost feel like there's this hole in your
Oh
gut.
yeah.
As it slowly fades away, you feel grounded. You feel suddenly kind of miserable. Just in comparison to how good you felt before.
Mm-hmm.
You watch the smiles just, and reality sets back in. You have things to do, places to be, people to kill. Not
Wait,
so
what?
much that last one right now.
We have people to kill? What?
We always have
Really?
people to kill.
So what
Is
would you
there
guys
a
like to do?
list I don't know about?
Mitnir like stuffs a piece of paper in his pocket. No, there's no lit.
At the top.
So
Orin.
it's 2 a.m. You guys are starting to get pretty tired. What would you like to go do though?
Oh,
Better get to that verdant.
yeah. We got to get to the verdant trust. Okay.
As you guys continue to move your way down, you do pass an Eagleman's.
Oh, it was 100 gold, right?
100 gold, yes. You pass an Eagleman's.
And the
You
four of us
pass
that partook.
a large
I think just total. I'll just pay the whole thing.
No, it's just 100 gold for the whole thing.
I'll split it with you 50 then.
Okay.
But you pass what looks like a very large, pretentious building that lives up to its name, called the Iron Front.
All right.
No real information about what it is, but it is a very large building. And then as you continue to move forward, you pass the barrow bows, which when you pass by is an incredibly massive oak tree
Ooh.
that has individual rooms throughout its branches as it builds up with this crazily stacked building that is just a series of tree houses inside of one massive oak tree.
Okay, that looks really nice. That looks like home.
It looks pretty well made, and it looks fun. It doesn't just look like a super cozy, super fancy treehouse made by elves. This looks like a treehouse.
Oh, like the
that
fun
children
kind.
would have fun in.
Okay, that doesn't look
But
like home then.
well, no. It's still. I'm saying like it's still beautiful. It's still whatever. It's still got rooms, but there's something about it that feels whimsical. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, okay, we'll have to visit there, okay? I think we need to be in the center of town, but I definitely want to come back and stay in the whimsical treehouse.
So that barrel bows, and it's about, at this point, it's about 2:30 in the morning, and you have another hour before you make it to where they said that the Verdant Rest was.
I mean, I'm okay to keep going because we slept weird lately, right? But if other people want to stop at the whimsical treehouse place for the night, I wouldn't be mad about it. And then we can just stay at the Verdant Rest later.
I mean, we can just keep going and just sleep in. We don't really have any dire need to wake up
We
early.
also don't really know exactly where the summer soldiers are. Like, I'm gonna stop a random person. Is there a random person on the street?
Make me yeah, there's random people on the street. What kind of person would you like to talk to?
Somebody that doesn't look like too busy, basically. Like if they're not rushing around or drunk.
Okay, there is one of these stone individuals that doesn't look remotely busy, sitting there watching things go back and forth, just watching things.
Excuse me, would you be able to point the way to the summer soldiers?
And he points down the direction you're currently headed.
Okay, towards the center of town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you so much. We'll continue on.
What was
As you leave.
the tea shop? Sorry.
I do have a multipass plus ultra.
You do.
That is the thing.
So do you want to look up where it is? Because it's like a compass, basically.
Multipass, take us to where are we going? What is this place called?
Verdant Rest.
Multipass, take us to the Verdant Rest.
Okay, taking you to Verdant Rest. Doesn't say that. Anyways, is the thing sort of like you see like the mist sort of moves and you see like the lights sort of appear as it opens up and gestures in the direction you were meant to head.
There you go. Easy peasy.
What was the name of the tea shop?
Taste of the Wilds.
Right.
I can see how going there would become a problem. That was really nice and like
Be expensive.
yeah.
Easy solution. Next time you try the terror one, then,
Then
you
you
probably
never
won't
want to go back again.
Yeah, the terror is only 50 gold. So
Doesn't get you repeat customers, probably.
No. Unless somebody's like, oh, my roommate pranked me with this, and now I have to get him and his entire
no,
family
you-
back.
You have to know that it's meant for pranking. Yeah, absolutely. or espionage, or like it could be
That's
used in a
just
lot of different ways.
cruel.
Yeah,
Interrogating.
that's for torture and
What
interrogation.
you do is you get them to drink the joyful jasmine first,
And
and then when they're ready for a second cup, then you slip them some.
Whoa,
some
whoa,
of
whoa!
the-
No, you
Oof.
start with the trusting tea, so they trust
Yeah.
whatever you give them next. Then you give them the joy one, so like this is fantastic. And then you're like heavy dose of terror, and they're like,
So they're saying like the depression one was actually like really cathartic for them, you know, like going through the depression like makes them feel better afterwards.
Sure, I
Like,
love a good cry.
yeah, it's like instead of taking the joy one that gives you a second of joy, right? Like an hour of joy, it's like take the other one, really get it all out there, and then feel better.
Sure, I guess I can see it because we're having a come down from the joy, and now like I think
Yeah.
SETI does feel like shit right now. But if you
He
take the
feels
one
better.
that makes you feel worse, then
Yeah.
after it wears off, you feel better.
Freaking
It's all about perspective.
Dewdrop feels so much better after a good cry. Okay.
Apparently, it comes here weekly.
Yeah.
His weekly cry.
Yeah.
Weekly cry. All right.
We don't need drugs for that.
You push for the next hour. It's mostly residential on your way in. You see a lot of bureaucratic buildings, like you're not sure exactly what they're for. Lots of dense forest. But you know, like it's like the DMV of the magical world, right? As you guys keep passing by, until eventually you do come upon a building that is. Let's go to it. Is it at the top? It's at the top. It is a gorgeous chateau. You see this beautiful like balcony, and you see like the light coming off of it from inside. It's got sort of like these sculpted green leaves twisting and vines twisting around the bottom of these massive pillars on the outside. It's made out of what looks like some sort of white stone, not sure what kind. And then as you look towards the front door, it seems to be completely open towards the front, and instead just draped with beautiful green curtains that are sort of like a chiffon kind of thing, slightly see-through.
Make a nature check to see what the white stone is.
Okay. What's you?
17.
17. It's hard to say. You are. Have you actually spent any time in the Feywild? I know that you're sourced
No.
from Fey, so then you wouldn't know.
No,
what this
yeah.
is.
Okay. Good. Just making sure it wasn't like ivory or something, because there's no way I'm staying in an ivory building.
No, it's some sort of natural stone from the Feywild. That much you can glean.
No, just make sure it was like non-organic.
No. But looking beyond, you can see that there looks to be a pool in the very center as it goes in, and then what looks like a row of short tables on either side going all the way back. At the very end, there seems to be a reception desk with candles lit all around the room. There's pillars. This almost looks like an open Greek or Roman style bath, is what it looks like, with just this pool in the center, but it's got these tables along the sides. And you can see that there's lots of plants everywhere. Some of them are actually planted in the ground. Some of them are sitting in pots. But it's filled with wood nymphs that you can see are giving massages to individuals on these short tables on either side, or pouring water over the backs of those bathing in the center. And then
This is like the lobby is like a bath/massage house.
that's correct. The entrance is just lavish the second you walk in. Like it's like they do it all out in the open. Yeah, they don't have back rooms for this shit, or maybe they do, but for what they're doing here, they don't use a back room. So you see all kinds of people enjoying themselves. You see people, even an individual that is getting a massage that seems to be giving off quite a bit of glow, very similar to our good friend Oren.
Well,
But you see what looks like nymphs of all different types, like a water nymph, and then like what looks like a forest nymph. And
I'll
they
just-
are surfacing customers.
Noticing the glowy person, I'll probably lean into Seti and be like, "You don't think they're like me, do you?"
They glow like you. They're humanoid like you. They could be.
Never met anyone like me before.
I mean, neither. Should we, well, I mean, he looks kind of busy right now, but maybe...
Nah, he's just laying there like this, face through the thing, just getting massaged.
maybe
And
we'll...
as you guys, are you guys actually stepping in?
Yeah, I'll go to the reception counter.
So as you step in, out of the water comes a nymph that just rises up, and she's not wearing anything. She just comes out of the water, dripping down over it. In its own way, it sort of covers anything super important. Just the liquid falling around her body, a bit of seaweed in her hair. As she approaches you, she says, "Welcome. Are you here for rest?"
Indeed. We were actually wondering what your rate is for rooms for the night.
Well, if you are just here to rest, there are many ways to do so.
We mean the literal kind of closing our eyes and sleeping.
Oh. Of course, dear customer. But there are many ways to do that as well. We have individual rooms. We have isolation rooms. We have the hanging beds. I guess they're kind of like hammocks, but I don't know what to call them now.
Hammocks?
But it's like, yeah, we have the rest, the hammock resting rooms, which are quite nice for those of you who are
The
used to living.
floaty swing bits.
Yes, they make you feel good. They help with the churn as well. So it's up to you how you would like to rest, or if you'd like to rest alone or not alone. If you wish to have a story read to you, that can be provided as well.
That's really nice. I was just thinking maybe like a room that the group of us could share.
Of course.
Just amongst ourselves.
Oh,
Sure.
Grim needs his own room.
Oh, that's right. And then a separate room for the pig and the firbolg.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mind the pig. The zombie's not
Pig
here anymore.
Firbolg. Would
That's
you like
true, the
something close
zombie's
to
gone.
nature? Honorable
Yeah.
Firbolg.
Yeah, no, we could be near them. It just, Ernie needs his own space. He is a growing pig.
Of course.
Grim is going to sneeze now.
Well, if you want something standard to this region, we could provide you customary rooms. But there are many things here for all kinds of tastes. Please come with me. And she walks you past and sort of walks to the side of the pool in the center. Opposite side is where the glowing individual is, and begins walking you guys up towards the reception desk. And you can see that there are rooms that go back further than the building looked like it was meant to be on the outside. Like that's how it's like your geography doesn't even make sense in this place.
The Harry Potter house.
So, if it is just a room that you require, 2 rooms, it would be 10 gold per room per night.
All right.
Very well. If you'll follow me, I will take you to your rooms, and then she brings you guys back and away down the left side. And as you make your way back in that direction, you pass several rooms where there is a little bit of noise coming from inside that makes you blush. And then you get to the very end, and you see that it opens up into what looks like a sort of twisty spiral staircase. And as she goes up 1-2 stories, you find yourself with 3 doors surrounding you on this landing. He says, "The first one here. The second."
Thank you very much. And I'll hand over the 10 gold for the first room.
So Grim will hand over his 10 gold. For him and Ernie.
Please enjoy your rest.
Thank you very much.
And as she heads,
Before you go, I have a quick question.
Yes, of course.
The individual in the entrance getting the massage that was glowing, are they a regular here, or?
I believe they come just for the massage.
Do you know their name?
I do not. I do know that they are an important individual. But that is all I can say.
You want to go back down, Lauren?
Please do
I'm
not bother the other customers during
Oh,
their
Curious
massage.
no,
about
no, no,
them,
no.
but
It is unspoken here, but we like to give those that serve as our clientele their privacy.
Of course, we would never intrude upon someone's rest.
could you maybe give them a message for me?
I will ask him if he is willing to receive said messages, but I can take your message.
I would just like to talk to them, to get to know them.
Very well, I will ask them if they are willing to see you. I shall tell you about this as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Very well.
So I'll check out the room.
Okay, as you step into your room, fine linen, multiple beds. Looks like 3 beds. One large one at the top, and then 2 smaller ones. It looks like it's a big family room. You see that there's the bathroom, like a washroom. There's, like a tub and stuff. It's very nice. It's nothing that really stands out to you as unique or special. It just looks like a nice hotel room that you would go to.
Did we
city.
have washroom? We didn't have like a separate washroom at the one in Twilight
Oh,
Town.
no.
No, yeah.
Oh no.
No.
This one has its own separate washroom.
Yeah. It's not
It's
on
like
the
a
level of
5-star.
like... Yeah,
It's like a 5-star. That other one was like a 3.
Yeah.
maybe.
It's hard to describe it as like being like describe it specifically because like I didn't put a lot of thought into it. They have very nice hotel rooms. that's what they have. I mean, it's if you're just staying there for the normal stuff. But they do a lot of other different things here. It's all about servicing what the clientele wants.
Sure. I know we just had a bath, but Seti's gonna go straight for the washroom and try everything out.
There's lots of soaps and oils.
Test out that bath.
Oh wow, this is
And you
really
can make a bubble bath
fancy.
if you would like.
Well, I'll save that
when you
for
go
the...
inside, there is in fact a claw-footed bathtub sitting there, and it seems to have actual plumbing.
Oh, this is really nice.
I'm thinking I might go get one of those massages.
Yeah.
Dying takes a toll on the body.
Yeah, you should definitely treat yourself, you know?
Just don't die again.
Yeah.
It's not like I planned it.
Well, plan not to.
That was the plan.
Well, you failed that plan.
Apparently.
Next time we need a new plan, a better plan. I don't know what that is yet, but yeah.
Not die harder.
I like this plan.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody's trying to take baths and settle in for sleep. By the way, your room, Grim, is the same room as their room, directly next door.
So he has one giant bed and 2 small ones to him and the
3
pig.
beds and a washroom for his pig and himself.
Going to make
Fancy.
Ernie, do you want a bath, Ernie? I don't know what that means.
And he goes, jumps on the big bed.
Okay, we'll make a big. No, Jim will take all the beds and just make one big bed.
You see, he's just hopping back and forth between the beds, bouncing around.
Mega bed.
Around.
Maybe it is a good idea to make sure he has his own room from now on.
Yeah.
Grim might build a fort, just a little mattress fort.
Soon he will get some crazy magics that just let him build more elaborate forts and hotel rooms.
I need to know. What I need is a way to get all of these mushroom people under my command. That's what I need. I have my own army, mushroom people. We'll all ride pigs into battle.
Alrighty. So
It's going to be a new form of lich
as
called
you
lichen.
take your baths and you get your rooms set up with crazy, awesome pillow forts. And as Oren heads down to go get a massage, we will go ahead and take our break. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We're pretty slow today. It's been a while. We're trying to get our engines running. It's been a long time since we played.
It's fine. We're doing great. Back in 5.
So yeah, you're heading downstairs, Oren.
Yep.
Everybody else is, I believe, Seti is taking a bath, or at least making bubbles.
Seti is taking a bubble bath, and she is also like sunk below the water to this point and just blowing bubbles herself.
Into the air. Oh, okay.
Since we have all bathed together, is that a group experience or a solo thing?
I mean, it's a one-person tub.
Ah.
It's like a.
Oh, it's a group thing. Let's go.
I guess in theory you could fit like 2 people in. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's a tub. It's a single tub. It's not a big, huge thing.
I think Seti's in it
You could probably
for the
fit
solo
2
experience.
Setis, 1 Mitnir. 2 Setis or 1 Mitnir could fit in there, I would say.
I mean, you could have like a SETI under the water and a Bropsy floating on top.
like a duck.
Mitnir claims half of the big bed's just like
Are you
sprawled
opening
like.
something, babe, or is that Starbuck messing with things?
I'm opening things.
Okay, because I could hear
sorry.
something happening, and I was freaking
Minnie,
out.
are you gonna share the bed, or are you just claiming the whole?
No, he's only on like half of it.
Okay.
He claimed like half the big bed and just like.
All right. So as you guys find rest and enjoy your bubble baths, Oren's heading downstairs. As you reach you head downstairs and you find yourself in the same familiar hallway. You make your way past noises on both sides. Well, you don't know what's going on in there, but whatever the noises are, like some of them make you blush. You're not sure, and that's all I'm going to say. Like you could investigate further if you want, but
He might
you don't know
not
exactly
blush.
what's going on.
You don't know if our characters would blush.
I
I
mean,
don't
he
think
lived in a
Oren would
monastery.
blush.
He lived in a
doesn't really
monastery.
know- He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. As you make your way back to the reception, you see this time the dryad's got like sort of it's a dryad, not a whatever the hell I called the last one. This one's a dryad.
Last one was a nymph.
Nymph. This one's an actual dryad. You can see that she has green skin, a mossy and bark throughout her body. Her hair is leaves, full on dryad. She says, how can I help you, bright one?
I was hoping to get one of those massage things.
Of course, dear. And what kind of massage would you prefer?
There's more than one kind.
Well, of course. Those that tend to the water give very smooth, very balanced massages. They can really help you find your center, calming and peaceful. Meanwhile, I have those that could give you massage that perhaps works on building your strength and your foundation in your muscles, breaks apart any excess acids within the muscle. Might be a bit more painful, but the end result, I believe, would be worth it. Or perhaps you want someone to give you a very personal massage?
I think I'll go with that second one.
Yes, of course. Right this way. She leads you to a table off towards the same side as your room was. You see that individual that was on the other side is gone already. The individual you really wanted to talk to, gone. So you come to get your massage, and she just says, "Just undress here. Get under the sheet, and your masseur will be with you shortly."
Okay.
So you sit there for maybe about a minute, and then you feel a presence over you, and you feel there's just like a sort of shift in atmosphere as like some incense are lit and the oils are starting to heat up around you. Face down and just looking at the floor, and as they swing around, you hear a female voice saying, "Are you ready?"
I think so.
Good. And then you see feet step around you, and you see these big old green feet with well trimmed orcish toenails.
Oh God.
She says, "Please bear with me." And as you feel these massive hands come on your back, "I'll make you feel so much better." Just like turns you into putty. Just super strong. Each finger you imagine is possibly the size of your entire arm. As you
How many points of damage does he take?
just get molded into a new person. Make me a
Bludgeoning
Constitution saving
massage.
throw.
A bludgeoning massage. Oh man.
Just get the elbow, really get in there deep,
Natural 20 for a 22.
Nice. With your natural 20, like, it feels good. Like, you imagine it, like, right when it's about to reach that point where it just fucking hurts, you just feel the muscle, release, and then, you just feel the pressure just let go. And everything, your body and the massage just become this perfect symbiotic entity where you think pain would come at any second, but instead, reward. So after what feels like maybe an hour of massaging, or maybe 5 minutes of massaging, you're not sure. You hear her say, "Thank you so much for your time and your patronage." And then she steps away, and you are left to yourself. She says, "Take your time getting up. Please, if you wish another massage from me, my name is Delilah." And then you watch as she walks away.
Alright.
By the time
Guess
you
I'll get dressed.
as you're getting dressed and set up, you see that there is a small bill inside of a little basket for you to leave for Delilah. If you want to leave a tip, you can. But the price is 5 gold.
Okay. I'll leave 10, I guess.
Woo!
I don't know. Is that a good tip?
That's 100% tip. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty
Anyone
good
in the service industry is like, hell yeah, baby.
All right, 10 gold it is.
Yeah, I think she'd probably expect like a silver.
I got a $3 tip today. That was pretty
Oren's
nice.
not good with money, if you haven't noticed.
Orin's like just dumping his wallet out.
I just love the headcanon of all these maids really loving the adventuring type who has no concept of how money works.
Yeah. Up in the room, are there like cushy bathrobes provided?
Oh yeah.
Seti's in a cushy bathrobe, sitting on one of the smaller beds, strumming the new it's not a dulcimer. It's a dulcimer on my sheet, but I forget what the actual instrument is. It's basically a guitar of dulcimer-like qualities. No, she's she's kind of just fiddling around, and it's kind of like a sad tune, like sort of pensive and thoughtful, and just no lyrics or anything, but she'll hum a bit, and she's just kind of fiddling after her bath.
And then you'll see Oren walk in looking like Jello.
So rolling.
He's just like all slunched over, just like,
Well, it was good. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mittler's asleep.
It
Good.
was great. I'm ready for bed now.
Oh, nice. You should
Where am
try
I
it.
sleeping?
This is my
Oh,
spot.
it's like
And
you
that's
claim that
Midner's
bed.
spots. So, one
Where
of the
are
other
you?
two spots.
Where are you guys? Mitnir's on the big bed covering half
Minier's
of it.
sprawled over the big one, so
Only on
Bropsy
half of
made a
it, I'm-
nest in a small one.
All right, so Roxy's nesting in like one of the other two beds. What are you guys doing?
Said he's on one of the small ones.
So-
Making
Some
music.
Going on the other half of the big one.
Okay, so Ori got the other half of the big bed.
They'll just go up there and just flop down on it and probably just
Yeah,
pass out.
nobody's under the covers on the big bed. I think they're all just
Yeah, no, I like pillow just like
yeah. So I think that's the big bed is just
No time for covers.
two dudes passed out. Unless anybody wants to do anything else, make me a what? I don't know what you're pointing at. I don't see a cat or anything.
Do you,
she's
see,
under the
Uh,
paper.
do you see the paper moving?
Oh,
Is it under the paper?
Yeah, it just wiggled a minute ago.
okay, good stuff, babe.
Carry on.
I missed it.
Yeah. I want you, Grim, to make me just, I guess, a dexterity check or an intelligence, dexterity or intelligence. I don't know what pillow fort making roll would be. So we're gonna go with either one that you wish.
I think
Do you-
it falls underneath a stealth check.
Do you hear me, Grim?
Sorry. I kind of zoned out.
Yeah, just
Napping.
make me. I guess just make me a dexterity check.
Oh gosh. Let's see how great a Furbolg can dexterity in his sleep. Oh!
What'd you roll?
I roll 8.
An 8. Okay, so you make a fairly decent pillow fort. It's not structurally sound. It's not impressive by any way, shape, or form.
Yes,
But it's enough for a pig to just be wild about. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ernie,
We have
Ernie
low
loves-
standards. Low
Ernie loves
standards.
the shit out of this, and you guys finally find rest.
Oh,
and-
by the way, did the hag give me? Does he have any like, super piggy vitamins he's supposed to be taking while he's with me? Like, or
so we everything got jumbled up, but basically you can stop at any one of Greshna's sisters.
oh, she
that
has
are in-
sisters.
that are in each of the 4 districts.
Oh, I didn't know she had sisters.
And they're all called. There's one in each district, or one of each of the outlying districts, the outer Nexium.
But this is inner.
This is
No,
outer
this is
Nexium.
outer.
Oh, this is still outer. Okay, cool. So I can find that.
You can find a corrupted kettle.
Okay, so I'll go in the morning. We'll go find Ernie some breakfast.
So that's what was going on. All right, so then, yep. So as you guys all find sleep, some of you dream, some of you don't. But Mitnir, your dreams are fucking weird. This is less of a I'm going to tell you a story of your dreams and just tell you that when you wake up, you are sweating, and you're not even sure dragons sweat. But you are sweating from the cacophony of different dreams that you experienced the night before, where some of them you were falling through wormholes, and other ones you were being eaten alive by hands that were crawling over your body that had mouths in their palms, and you were swallowed by those, and you found yourself inside of a tunnel where a snake was chasing you from behind. Like, it was just nonsense. Luckily, you did not sleep fight Orin straight out of the bed, because Orin has a passive dex.
Dodges in his sleep.
Go to sleep.
Thank God I didn't sleep next to you.
Hey, it's not my fault.
But the last image that you do remember when you wake up from this dream is just the sight of the eyes these draconic eyes with scales in the front of the face, just looking at you in the darkness, the same as when you had first seen them. And then and you wake up.
Kind of laying there awake now, just like that was, goes, all right, and I'm gonna try and get a little more sleep. Proceeds to roll over, and as soon as he rolls over and sees like Arn, goes, ah! And just out of the bed. You just hear thud. Oh.
Everybody wakes up. If there's a thud from Mitnir, everybody's awake now.
Steady, again. She out in the wild traveling and whatever. She's not too picky, but she like will curl up in her bedroll with like everything's kind of just like neatly tucked. She's tucked in and she puts her arms over it, and so she does the same thing in this comfy bed, just neatly tucked in. And then this thump happens and she sits bolt up and just. What's going on? Is there... What's wrong?
Good morning. As he I peel myself off the floor.
Did you fall out the bed? I know we're used to sleeping on the ground, but...
Best way to start the day is with a jolt. You're wide awake then, as he yawns.
Sure.
You're gonna smell ozone when he yawns.
Did you at least sleep well? Oh god. It's traveling is fun and all that. Adventuring is a harrowing experience, but a nice, good, comfy bed, nothing like it in the world.
I mean, I feel good, but man, some dreams. They were strange.
Like a bad strange, or like you were a fishman flying through the air and panicking because you forgot to put on underwear? That kind of strange, or... Well, I guess that could be bad strange too.
Neil kind of half looks at his pants for a second, wait a minute, what?
Then you just hear Orin, Seti, what kind of dreams are you having?
Well, sometimes your brain gets a little weird at night, alright? I mean, I've never been a fishman, though. I don't know where that came from.
I was not a fish man. I don't think. Oh, that's gonna be stuck in my head all day now.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, what time is it?
I don't think you guys strictly have time knowledge.
Well, it's light outside. Do we have a window?
Well, the thing is you could probably tell more or less what time it is by looking out the window and the material plane.
Yeah.
Where you are now,
Selindor's
it
weird.
is sunny outside. It is bright and sunny and lively like you have never seen the sun before. It could be noon. It could be 9 a.m. You don't know, because this is a place called the Summer's Grove.
Well, it's light outside either way.
Like when you open the window, which is blackout curtains, when you open the curtains, it's just getting literally slapped in the face by light.
Hey, this is like waking up this morning, but the second time.
Even with Orin's ambient glow right in front of you when you woke up, this is just bright.
Yeah, I'm not like the sun bright.
Yeah.
You are when you're close to me.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. I guess I'm used to it.
Proceeds to close the curtains, kind of should we get up and...
Do we have to?
Well, we don't have to do anything.
I don't know what... I assume you get the room for a full 24 hours, right? We can talk about staying longer if we need to later. But I highly recommend making use of the bathtub. There's all these oils and bubbles. It's really cool. It's very relaxing. Of course, that would have been nice to do before bed, but take advantage of this nice stuff while we've got it. She's still wearing the cushy robe. If I knew we weren't coming back here, I would definitely steal this. And maybe the towels too. And maybe all of the bath oils.
They might notice if you took.
All the tiny little bath oil
Oh.
bottles.
And they have the nice toilet paper that's like 4 ply, so maybe take that too.
I feel like in theory, you guys technically have a bathtub that you carry around with you.
The cauldron.
The cauldron is technically big enough to get in.
It can.
We just say, hey, fill up with hot water and
Just don't make it soup.
yeah.
But then, what if we want to eat out of it?
Well, I figure
make it soup.
it's self-cleaning, right?
It'll be pretty clean with all the oils and stuff.
It'd be soapy.
I want to interject and say that my wife is shaming me for laying down like this on camera. She's like, that's a bad angle. You're on the internet. People can see you.
It's basically the same angle Gagnor already has.
Like, what she fails to acknowledge is like, there's no good angle, so I may as well be comfortable.
That's what I'm at, man. Like, when am I gonna look good on the camera?
Like, I got my blanket.
What?
I got my
Why do
pillows.
you guys
I'm good.
think that I don't have my camera on? I'm sat here shoving red vines and rugs into my face.
Ooh, red vines. I like red vines.
The drugs
I
are
have a
in the
face
red vine?
taco on half the time.
Alrighty. So the morning is now your guys's. So
No,
Get
wake up.
dressed, do my hair.
Give
Oh,
Ernie
my.
his morning belly stretches.
after a few hours of doing that,
Go look for
There's
breakfast.
2 hours of stretching bellies.
Oren sits up and his hair is like off to the side, and then it just goes. It just starts blowing up again. He's like, "Well, my hair's done."
And he just goes. Sunk.
Move up the scales.
all right. So you guys want to go get breakfast? What are you doing?
Yep,
I-
let's go find breakfast.
you guys go find breakfast. You
And I
see
eat some
that
berries and go
that the-
take Ernie to the cauldron thing.
all the tables that were out for the massages in the early morning / like after midnight times are gone, and instead it looks like there are breakfast tables all throughout in a dining hall.
Nice.
And there are individuals sitting in the pool in the middle, which is obviously not a bathing pool. It actually looks to be like an actual pool.
Swimming.
Because there are people like actually sort of doing laps in the morning or just like chilling on the sides, getting like cocktails. Like this is a resort, man.
Nice.
So as you
What's
guys
that-
find
what's
a
that morning
table.
drink? Mimosas.
Yep, let's have mimosas.
So there's lots of fruits and veggies here. There's like
Maybe like
no meat.
a peach
It's-
Bellini would be nice.
This place does not serve meat, by the way. It is only fruits and vegetables and like greens and grains.
Mitnir sees the table and is very disappointed, but doesn't say anything. Just kind of makes a bowl of whatever fruits and whatever else he can find. Just like, okay, fine.
All right. So you guys, yeah, it's literally like just the center of the tables are just like rowed down. Like you can just grab food and eat.
Done.
Buffet style.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then while you guys are eating, a whatever the hell they're called,
Try
Not
it.
the- nymph will come by and say, "Is there anything that we can do for you this morning?"
This is excellent. Thank you so much. I think. Do we want? I mean, are there already like drinks out that like we could grab a mimosa or a Bellini or something, or do we have to order those?
No, there's no drinks out.
Okay, yeah. Do you do like? Could we all get a round of like mimosas or, something fresh and fruity with a little bit of a kick?
Oh yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So she leaves, and a few minutes later comes back, and you have what looks like a mimosa, but with different kinds of fruits in each one.
Oh no, I have to try all of them.
No,
she
said he.
says,
No drunk SETI in the morning. Come
Go
on.
for you. It looks like basically there's like a peach one and a strawberry one and a pineapple one
But those all sound so
and
good.
one. And what looks like probably just like a good old fashioned citrus.
What color is the citrus one?
Orange.
Oh. I take it.
No.
Said he grabs the pineapple one.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the strawberry one.
Okay.
Looks at Grim.
Grim's already left.
Said he has finished her pineapple one and takes
Oh,
the
man, I'll
peach
take
one.
whatever the last
Grim popped the berry. Grim is headed to the corrupted kettle with Ernie.
I believe there was what left?
Peach
There
and
was
apricot
apple-
were left.
Peach and apricot are left. So
grabs
Sadie takes-
both and just kind of looks at Seti like, and then offers like which one you want.
Can I just try them? Here, like you can have a sip of the pineapple. I have a sip.
Yeah, start trading drinks. Okay.
Yeah, just,
Okay,
just
you guys, like,
do a
start
little
drinking?
circuit.
They're all very, very tasty, and you do get the bill. And it looks like it's about 1 gold per drink. So
That's fine.
pretty
That's fine.
pricey for a cocktail like that. Like you can get a whole bottle of wine for 1 gold, you know.
Sure.
But yeah, so you guys end up spending another 6 or 5 gold
Mm-hmm.
on that. So just remember.
That's fine.
I covered
Will
it.
you be staying another night?
Probably yes. We're not entirely
Would you
sure
like us
yet,
to hold
but
the room for you? And would you like it cleaned, or would you like to have it remain as is?
I think Grim would probably like his room to remain as is, and ours isn't. Ours is fine. I'll go ahead and put it.
Perhaps some new sheets.
New sheets? Sure. Yeah. I'll go ahead and put the deposit on both of those rooms if you'd like.
Yes, of course.
So
Let us know if you ever want to switch rooms or anything like that. But it's 10 gold a night per room.
Yeah. My character sheet keeps closing for some reason.
Did you pay for last night? Or is that what you're paying now?
She paid last night.
I paid last night, but I can.
Okay, I can pay again. I pay this 20.
Okay.
Okay. Very well. Please enjoy your day. And please know that we are here for any of your needs.
Could
Thank
you
you so
point us
much.
in the direction of the summer soldiers?
Summer soldiers, very much so. It is at the center of the town near the blah 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 blah. What is that gate thing called? I don't have any of my notes in front of me right now.
The gate thing.
Yeah, it's
Forever
the-
should now be known
where-
as the
where
gate.
you get the splinter, right? The recall,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that thing's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's near that.
Sure.
The Waystone. It's
I
near the
have
Waystone.
no idea what you're talking about.
So it's near the gate to actual Solaris.
Okay.
She says, yes, if you head that way, in fact, it is surrounding the gate itself, the entrance to where the Waystone is. You will see that they have built out from that to create a large expanse.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure
of course.
staying here. I look forward to returning. Guys, this was the best breakfast. I mean, no shade on, the hidden boar. They did their best, but that was like a lot of fries and oil and stuff, like a lot of fat. This was so good. This is the best. I would live here in a heartbeat.
Could have used some like ham or just like a little bit of sausage, just a little bit. I'm not hating on it. Just yeah.
Well, I'm going to refrain from commenting because I don't want to hate on it either. And by it, I mean your usual food proclivities.
Drugs.
Good either way.
So, shall we then?
Okay, so as you guys step out into the sunlight,
We
through
well
the-
we should maybe find Grim or wait for Grim.
where is Grim?
You want to go see?
He's going to the corrupted kettle. He needs to get Ernie
gone.
his breakfast.
You'll find him eventually. We'll go to Grim now as you guys step out into the sunlight. Grim, you make your way through the uninteresting things because they're uninteresting to you. As you make your way to
Mushroom people are interesting. That's about it.
out.
Well, I'll say they're only nighttime. Okay, well, never mind. Nothing is interesting.
I said there's nothing interesting right now. It's all a bunch of flowers and prettiness, and it ain't your gig.
Like big.
Like there's a whole bunch of people walking around in bikinis. It's like Miami Beach. It's just not Grim.
What is this?
So as you make your way around, you use your multipass and you find your way to the corrupted kettle, which is actually not that far away from where you are now.
That's good.
It's about a half-hour journey. Upon reaching that, you find that it is not nearly as nice as as decrepit as the last building you've been. It's much nicer. It seems to be made out of a sort of like a sort of dark wood,
Mm-hmm.
but it has these very very pretty stained glass. Much like her sister's building, it has the stained glass that sort of tell a story. This one's just less macabre. So you make your way inside and find a very similar layout and a very, very similar looking hag sitting behind the desk, whatever it's called, the counter.
Hello.
Hello, dear. Welcome to the corrupted kettle. How may I assist you?
Hi. Yes, Grim needs. So Ernie is a little pig.
Annie,
My-
little pig.
I am friends with your. Well, I don't know friends. You know, she's my teacher, your sister.
Sister, what sister?
The Twilight Reserve.
Greshna?
That one, yes.
Ooh. You're the one who little piggy are making fat, are we?
Yes, we want Ernie to be a big, strong piggy, and so I just don't want him to go without the proper food while we are out and about and not.
Of course. If you'd like to leave him here for the day, it is a series of enchantments, including the bit of food that we provide. It's actually quite a strange potion. But
Oh.
he would need those treatments at least once a week.
No, yes, this fine.
Would you like to do that today?
Rip.
I think he blowed up.
Oh, where did you go? Where are you?
He used his Furbolg invisibility.
The baby, he screamed and he killed my Discord.
So would you like to do that today?
Yes. Can she also teach me? Can you also teach me more alchemy while I'm?
Continue listen, should you like?
Yeah,
I do believe you are paying your stipend. I believe it was like 100 gold a month or something like that.
something like that. I don't know. It's just shiny rocks to Grim.
Let's see here. You'll find Greshna real quick because she's got the list of.
To Grim, they're more like weapons. You throw your gold piece in and do the heat.
Yes.
metal.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Do I
It's
still
100 gold per week.
per week? Well,
Yeah, it's
still,
100
that's
100 gold per week for Ernie and what you're doing. It's 100
Oh,
gold per week.
easy peasy. All right, I'm gonna
Your
toss her.
training's been way late. You're already up paid through for the training for this week. If you want to,
Yes, so feel free to come if you want to do your training
Yes,
any day.
I can do that. I will leave Ernie with you for now. I can come back.
An hour per day for
Oh,
the
yes.
training. So if
Well,
you'd like
then
to stop by here every morning. Or
Yes, I
whenever-
may as well do that now. Yes, the other
Very
ones
well.
can wait. They're
Yeah.
probably still stuffing their faces with food.
Yes, of course. Well, let's begin. First things first, what do you know about?
And then she talks about herbs and talks about monster blood and enchantments and everything you need as you get through silver dust, mercury, everything.
Can I make like a check? Is that a
Give
thing?
me an intelligence check.
An intelligence.
I know
check.
that they exist.
Grim gets a 14.
14. Okay, you have successfully learned the content. So just
Huzzah.
start making a tally for that, because I think it takes a certain number of hours to learn a new skill. I just don't remember what it is.
I don't know how many. Let's see. Notes. Add other note.
I think it's a certain number of hours. I know that I said that it was going to be X number of months to teach you properly alchemy.
How many have I done already? I don't know. We'll call this one, I guess.
One. I don't think you actually took time to learn anything at the first. No, I think it's 2. I think you learned something the first.
Oh,
time
like
you
the
were there.
first time. Okay, we're
So
calling
that's 2
this.
hours so far. That
In my notes say alchemy credit hours 2.
I think he's actually done a few sessions because there were some where he
there were a
wasn't
few
with
weeks
us
where we weren't there. Actually, go ahead and put yourself at 7 then. We'll make it a full
Oh,
week.
okay.
because we just said he was off training.
Yeah, so with the sessions you weren't around, you were training.
Should I keep Ernie's? Should I keep track of Ernie feedings too, or no? Or you
No, just say that he's just good for the week. He got his growth serum for the week.
Ernie good for a week.
Okay, so that's going to take you the rest of the morning.
Yep.
Well, not the whole morning, but like the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you learn all about stuff and how to make things. And if you would like, after, I'll say this now, after you've reached a month of training, I will have you learn the ability to make one potion. One type of potion.
One
So-
whole potion.
You can choose from a list of low-grade potions, and I'll help you figure that out. Okay.
Okay. Well, there we go. That's Grim. I will try to return to the others, I suppose.
Okay, the rest of you guys. As you step out into the sunlight, you are greeted by a very, 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 very different sight. Sure, the trees are beautiful and they're just the same, but they look much less eerie. Looking around, you see plants that didn't exist in the morning, except for maybe some of the flowers when Orin walked by. This place seems to have completely come to life. There's sun breaking through everywhere and just lighting this place up. In comparison to what it was before, it is literally night and day. Looking around, there are completely different denizens out on the streets. Yes, there's the same common folk, human, elf, dwarf, all that, but there are significantly more Eladrin, significantly more pixies, and different kinds of nature-oriented fae. You see dryads walking through the streets. You see actual summer fae and spring fae. So it's quite the sight. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think Seti's again just people watching and trying not to stare.
Yeah, like I was trying to say before, like this is like going from some sort of weird monster cosplay party to going to like Miami Beach, Florida, and just seeing everybody walking around they're all like super hot, wearing their their freaking bikinis and shit, and like this is like everybody's like sunbathing, but they're like plants, so you can actually see stuff growing on them, just like reaching out towards the sun. Like it's crazy.
So do we fit in more now or last night?
You guys,
Seti,
Orin definitely fits in more now, and so does Seti with what she's currently wearing. I'm not sure you fit in anywhere.
Of course not.
But yeah, you guys fit in a little bit more, but like you're kind of wearing too much clothes to fit in here.
So
I was gonna
I'm
say,
fitting in with the
Seti-
amount of clothing.
I was gonna say Seti maybe made some modifications based on what she saw last night to her disguised self. So there's maybe some like flowers in her hair, like specifically like the types of flowers we saw on the paths. Maybe like
Okay.
a little bit of a glow to some of them. And then yeah, like maybe now her midriff is showing instead of having like a full, like it was already like a corset that showed like her shoulders and stuff. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's just now like a little window to show her abs as well.
Nice.
Guys,
two
it's
top-
canon now. Confirmed Seti has abs.
I mean, yes, there are muscles in her stomach region.
Alright, chat. You have a job now to make some hot fan art.
Yeah, make some hot fan art. Hot fan art. Okay.
Orin is just wearing his, sleeveless tunic and his light, like trouser pants or whatever. So it's nothing heavy.
Cool. So you guys begin to make your way to where you were said to go. Or you're looking for
Grim?
Yeah.
Both.
Grim would go
After
to
he'll
the other
find us, or we'll.
We don't know where he went, so
Yeah.
we can't
left
really
first
go
thing.
looking for him.
Grim said where he was going. Y'all were too busy getting drinks.
Yeah, something about Cauldron, but I forget what the name of the whole place is, and
So
I mean,
you
the
guys
thing
go
is,
to-
I mean,
He's got
Grim
the
could
compass
just
thing.
go straight to the Sons of Swords of what are they called? That would make it much more difficult to know.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Grim doesn't know.
No.
I intentionally don't take notes because I know that Grim would not take notes. Just like he does not care. He's just here.
said he would absolutely take notes, except I'm very lazy, so.
Grim is just sort of like, all right, we're still alive. That's good.
Orin has a really high intelligence. I think he would remember most things.
But you're relying on Gagnor to take notes then.
All right. So as you guys are making your way to the Summer Soldiers, this is
take
after you
some
had
notes.
breakfast. You're a little bit tipsy already. First thing in the morning, you got a little bit of a buzz going.
I said a little kick.
No, these were pretty strong. These
Oh, they were so
For
tasty.
1 gold, they were strong.
I probably
Yeah.
bribed Mitnir into giving me half of his second drink.
I got a third
you
of
guys are
one
feeling
drink by the
pretty
end.
good this morning as you're heading
Yeah.
down the street. And then
Is
you
the
do
kettle? I was gonna say, is the kettle on the way to the center of town, or is it like the other way?
It's past the center of town. It's on the
Oh.
opposite side where you guys
okay.
were. So, like I said, it took about half an hour for you to get there.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'd be backtracking 15 minutes to make it to the actual thing.
Shiggity sweet.
So you guys are making your way there. You looking for Grim?
No, I think we'll just probably make our way there
All right,
and
cool.
hope to bump into him on the way.
Mhm.
Never failed you before.
We're
Yeah.
just gonna see how. Okay, actually, that's fine. Grim's gonna get there first. So Grim, you find yourself in front of this very important looking structure that seems to have 2 different statues that have their arms reaching out towards each other, connected to 2 buildings with an archway, or not archway, but like a bridge, encased bridge between 2 structures that goes over the entrance into Solaris district, the Solarum. Stop it, bug. Sorry. And so looking at this, it's a very interesting structure with these 2 massive statues reaching out towards each other. One is a woman, one is a man. Well, male, female. And they are reaching out towards each other, and they're covered in vines and leaves and all this other shit. And you can see
They
this sort
make
of
it like everybody else.
yeah. And you can see the building is sort of built off of them, and it looks like it's made out of solid marble, the whole thing. But it seems to be open at the entrance on both sides. There's 2 different entrances, and then there's the enclosed bridge between them, and then sort of half of a tower building up, and then it sort of sprawls out further on either side. It's a very large building. Probably takes up about maybe 300 feet per section. So it's each side is 300 feet. It's pretty big.
That's a very fancy rock.
So you would be at the west entrance to the Summer Soldiers.
Well, all right. Well, I will keep an eye out there. I'm gonna just use my superior height to keep an eye out for a similarly tall blue dragon man.
Okay. Everybody here is kind of lanky and tall too, though. That's the thing. When you're looking
Okay.
around, these are
Sorry.
tall,
That's-
beautiful people.
I would say that's wearing clothes, but he only wears pants. So that's all we got.
Yeah. And you see that there
Oh,
are
you know
some
what?
Dragonborn walking around.
Oh,
And-
that's not helpful. Ernie, do you remember what they smell like? Can you follow their scent at all? That seems very indecisive. You know what? From now on, Ernie, I think we're going to take a piece of like a belonging from each of them and just keep it on us in case we need to find them. Or, they could all just get Multiplus Ultra, but I guess that's never going to happen.
I did mean to buy one at some point, and then I just forgot.
And then
Yeah,
you remember
Ernie.
1,000 gold pieces, and then you're like,
Was it 1,000 or was it 1,500? I know that was a lot.
it was
It was a
expensive.
thousand.
It was 1,000. The one I got was 500.
Yeah.
And
All
then
I
the
know
one
is
you
it
got
was-
the cheap ones.
You
It
guys
was
all know
worth
how to
the
communicate.
investment.
But it's fine because you guys actually can communicate with each other from how far away?
Don't
forget-
something.
You guys actually have communication rings now, so
I missed that session too, didn't I?
910 feet.
910 feet. So
Hello? Hello? Hello?
you do have that. And you can communicate with each other. So if you guys don't forget that you have this thing, he spent a whole lot of money on. That's why Orin's broke.
That's why he got 240.
Yeah. So you guys want to use that, you're more than welcome to call out to each other.
Every so
Keep an
often,
eye
just be
out.
like, Grim.
Yeah, so as you
Grim.
guys make your way to, and you find the building for the summer soldiers, obviously you guys come into range and can communicate with one another. So we'll say that you hear Grim come from Mitnir.
Hello? Where are you?
Oh, by the way, if you read the ring, you can choose to send a message to one person or everybody.
Oh, I sent it to everybody.
So you guys
Everybody.
Grim in your head.
Okay, I hear you. Where are you?
We're
Also
getting.
sending reply. We're both just clicking reply all on all of these messages.
I think we're close to the summer soldiers.
Do you see the giant statue people?
Do I see the giants?
I mean, yeah, you're at the building. You guys can see the same thing I described to him,
Yeah.
but on the opposite side.
Yeah, I'm looking right at him.
Oh, okay.
So-
Grim is on the. Try and judge the west side.
So one of our groups is near the female statue and one's near the male statue. Is that how it is?
Yes, that's how it is. But
I guess-
you can see the male and female statues. They're towards the center. You guys are towards the entrance on either side.
Well, if they're on the east, I'll just start heading eastward towards
Just
them.
meet us up by the center statues. We'll see you.
Come
there.
on, Ernie. Still reply all.
Yeah, nice.
It's like, there's a
So-
reply singular function, right?
You guys find each other in a couple of minutes. It seems like the streets are pretty bustling around this zone. You can see people going in and out where the waystone is. You can see that there are people going in and out of the summer soldiers and surrounding buildings. This is a happening place.
So after the first time we actually use these rings, Orin's just like, good idea, right?
So now, whenever Grim's lost, we can just yell at him.
Exactly.
As long as
I'm
we're
within 910, whatever.
yeah.
Hey, that's a lot more distance than I thought we were going to get on these. So.
Yeah, it could have been only 100 feet. Could have been less.
Could have been 60 feet.
Negative 3 feet. Wait, what?
Telepathic.
Anyways, so you guys are gonna go through the east entrance. I guess doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
All right. So you guys walk inside, and you see that there at the base there's a sort of caged. It's very similar to the other one in the same respect. The Twilight Reserve, in the same respect that it has this sort of caged counter where you see behind it they've got access to the back, and you see there's almost like a teller at the counter, a receptionist. Then there's stairs going around each side that go up. Otherwise, this is completely open. There are trees, actually naturally grown trees inside of it. And you can also see anywhere where trees were growing behind, close to the wall, they've incorporated into the building. So they didn't actually move anything in any way, shape, or form. Otherwise, it's well decorated, very, very pristine. Marble flooring, but wood walls on the interior. And you can see that there is a library to the further east, and there also seems to be dorm rooms in that direction. And then there's a staircase going up, and the receptionist dead ahead of you in this section.
Seti will just confidently stride in and head for the receptionist.
Everybody's got their game face on.
Yep.
Orin will be right next to you.
Okay. As you approach the receptionist, you see a very small-looking individual with green, shaggy hair covering like the front of their face. Just kind of part of you just kind of see their nose poking out, little pointy ears coming out from underneath. They are female, as far as you can tell, and they've just got like a sort of like green plain tunic going on. Let's see. Hi. Welcome to the Summer Soldiers. I don't recognize you.
Yes, good day. We are new to the district, but we are the group New Death, and we have recently completed an abyssal delve, and we are looking to affiliate ourselves with a guild, and we hear you are the place to be about town.
Oh, that's true. We are the place to be. You can fill out an application form.
And you see as she puts what looks like almost like a little magical tablet for like filling out like a doctor's office instead of wasting paper. It's like this sort of magical tablet, like a multipass kind of thing. She hands it out in front of just one of you and says,
Feel free to register your group, and we'll get back to you in 4 to 5 weeks. Or as soon as the guildmaster has time to look over your application.
45 weeks seems like quite a lot of time.
Oh, sorry. I've never heard of New Death. If you guys were like a big deal or anything, maybe we would make things a little bit more expedient. But as far as I can tell,
she just like looks you guys over.
you're all
Well,
weak.
we've only been in Selindor for, what, a little over a week, and we've already got an abyssal fracture among us.
It's been longer than a week.
Technically, it's been over 2 months.
Well,
You see, the delve we were in had a time displacement.
for us it was
Apparently,
only a
we're the
couple of
first
weeks.
group to actually come back from one of those.
Said he's filling out the application as they do this, but
You might not have heard of New Death, but have you heard of the Blue Man Group?
Make a persuasion check. I don't know. No, it's not persuasion. It's her knowledge. It's her history. Okay, hold up.
No, I haven't heard of the Blue Man Group.
Oh, you're missing out.
He was like, no, thank God.
There were dancing pigs.
I don't know which district you're out of, but if you did that here, we would know about it. If you're not from here, I question why you're here to apply.
we're new in town.
We're not from Selindor.
You see, we saw lots of people heading to a delve as we were traveling through Selindor and proceeded to join the delving event. And, well, we succeeded.
Make her a persuasion check.
The good old barbarian persuasion.
Yeah, the whole 8.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you just got swept up into a delve
Well,
with no prior experience, and you were
We
gone
didn't
for
get
a month?
swept. When we realized what was happening, we thought it would be a fruitful side quest. So,
Well,
See, we
Don't
can.
color me impressed, but yeah, fill out your application and
Yeah, Seti's writing it, and she's just like talking kind of nonchalantly as she's writing things in. And just like, well, you see, we came to the swamp and wound up here, and on our way through the swamp, we liberated the Grung village, overthrew a monarch, and made friends with a giant dinosaur monster. And, Selindor has been. Well, the devil offered some adventure for us, but we're quite keen for more because most of the city was quite pale in comparison to the exploits we got into before we came here.
Make a persuasion check.
We also uncovered some
Valuable guidance.
valuable Fey artifacts from the Devil's Spine that they're studying at the university currently. There it is.
And I have a giant pig.
I will say on guidance though, start saying that before people go on their spiel or during the spiel.
She did say it before I rolled.
It's hard for me to remember because the way Bropsy is, she'd constantly be tapping people for guidance. It wouldn't be like a choice.
So that's 20,
Mhm.
I don't
21.
know. Perhaps
21.
he sounds a little bird brain.
Wow.
So
Just I'm role playing me, so that's okay. Ouch, but not wrong.
It's an Eric Cochran joke.
okay, so she says, well, that's a bit of a different story than what you guys are saying before. Why didn't you let you with all that? All of you talking at once. It's very distracting for this early in the morning.
Hey, look, it's not. All of this is not very interesting. The most interesting thing was the mushroom lights that the Grim became friends with. Apparently, they are the song of Selindor or something, but they are Grim's friends.
Okay, there's a
You'll
lot
have
going
the same
on.
look
with
as the
this guy.
receptionist, just like,
You don't remember our little mushroom friends
You
in
see,
the
you see, they make strange gestures with their hands and then cover their mouth like this. You see their eyebrows kind of moving underneath the hair.
They were very nice little
They turn
mushroom
it
friends.
towards you guys with a sort of weird look, cork their head to the side, and then it's almost like they're listening to something.
Mitnir, MIT,
And then they do it again.
IR? Mitnir. Dragonborn Barbarian.
And you hear nothing, but they sort of look at you, and then they go, "Okay, new death, right?"
New dead.
She takes back the thing from you. Takes it back. You can finish this later. Head up the stairs. Head towards the center. There's an office in the middle. Back towards Solaran District. You'll see a very large door. Knock on it. Wait to be let in.
All right, thank you. And sweep off. Again, confidently.
Oh,
right.
smooth.
So you guys
So we're-
begin walking up these stairs. And you see that there are more receptionists and more floors on your way up, but you just keep going until you reach the area where the bridged zone is. Walking across this bridged area, you see like the glass opening out on either side, looking out over. You can actually see over the walls of Selindor, so you can see out onto the valleys, into the forest beyond. You can see the massive tree up and above you, and you see the tops of the treetops around you. In the regular forest of the Summer Grove, it's beautiful. And then behind that, you see this large door.
You know, with all these stairs, I kind of miss that guy who would crank the little lift in the Grung village.
Literally
was-
became a crank for the thing when everybody became like their true selves.
Yeah, he was very convenient. Miss that guy.
Well, stairs are good for your butt muscles.
He was really happy as a crank.
Yeah, his life got a lot easier, I guess. But we go up to the door and knock.
So as you knock it, parts down the middle, this sort of large circular door, just like covered in intricate carvings, and it just slowly opens inside inward. And you guys see with their feet kicked up on top of this beautiful, gorgeous desk is a very small, young girl with what looks like fiery red hair. That's sort of frizzed out in all directions. They have pitch black eyes. And they're wearing what looks like some sort of a dress, or maybe not so much. It's hard to tell because it seems to be growing out of their body and just fluttering away in this sort of like ruffled red dress. And as you all enter, she says, "Welcome. I'm Poppy."
Nice to meet you, Papi. I'm Seti. This is Oren, Nidnir, Grim, and Bropsy, and Arnie. And we are New Death.
New Death.
Minus Ernie on that one.
Ernie is part of New Death.
I've actually heard of your exploits.
In the Abyssal Delve recently.
Yes, yes. What did you do with that fracture?
We
that
took
you
it
came out?
into ourselves. One of us carries it.
See, she's sort of like,
But we
A
have
little
the
bit
key to continue that delve. And a keen interest in doing so with the patronage of one of the guilds in town. We decided we would see if you were all accepting applications, but
we always
we
are.
could take our talents elsewhere if you are not interested.
Let's not fuck around, okay? Look, I know you all entered from Blackwall. Before that, based on the way the churn worked, I estimate you either originated from Dawn's Cradle or from the Twilight Town.
We came
So-
to Selindor through the...
Did I say you could talk yet?
Right.
Thank you. So here's where my curiosity comes in. Why suddenly go all the way here? The literal opposite side of Selindor, as it were. You made quite a bit of travel just to join up with us, and according to my information, New Death's newly formed party from individuals outside of Selindor. So why come all the way here to my summer soldiers just to apply when there were so many tasty options right where you were? Especially with your abyssal fracture. Could have made very good friends in Blackwall. So tell me why, and don't waste my time.
Blackwall's flavor was not to our liking. I am from an elven village that doesn't quite have the refinement of what I have seen here so far in the Summer Grove, but it does remind me of home. And
Would you like to take off my pants so you can directly suck on my ass?
Oh, Grim kind of like the Blackwall. That's kind of a cool place.
You are to the point, and I respect that, but I am not lying or exaggerating. It's a lovely place, and I would like to, as long as we are stuck here in Selindor, make the Summer Grove my home, if it will have
Make a
me.
deception check.
Deception check?
Mm.
That is a 28.
She looks at you and her eyes narrow. That's a really high roll.
She's not lying. She loves the Summer Grove so far.
Is
So
I mean,
she
is Seti eloquence?
Yes.
Oh, I guess it's like I'm so like because she's like a bard lock. I never think about what her actual spell might be.
Yeah.
So she sits there and she looks you all down, narrows her eyes. Well, that's very good to hear. Interesting. So we have new up-and-comers here trying to join the Summer Soldiers in the service of the Summer Court. How very keen. Now, listen,
Personally, I can't speak for the rest of them, but I feel I fit in better here than I did in those other districts.
oh, you have so much to learn about Selindor, dear. Trust me,
This is a good stepping stone to make your way in towards the Nexus, where you'll find more of your kind, don't worry.
That's the
More of
idea.
my kind?
Oh, of course. Do you know nothing?
I've never
We
met
just
anyone
got
of my
here.
kind.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I can't just let you join. That'd be kind of a waste. Let's see what to do. Consider your application received and my interest piqued.
Duly noted.
So we'll put you straight to a trial to decide whether or not you're worth joining or not.
We look forward to rising to whatever challenge you set.
Ah, I have it. I have it. She kicks up and you see her legs go up on top of the table, and as you do, you see that she doesn't even have feet. She just sort of like twists in vines at the bottom. She kicks them up. I want you to steal me a flower from the Twilight Grove.
All right. Any particular flower or just one from the grove?
Bring me a hyacinth.
All
Is
right.
this the place where they have all the poisony flowers?
Do
Wait,
your
no.
research, Gerbolg, and bring me my flower.
Well, this is fine. Grim will talk to the flowers. They will be Grim's friend, and they will come with me. This is fine.
Do this for me, and you can join the Summer Soldiers. Not only that, I'll upgrade your multi-pass and give you rudimentary entry into the Solarum.
Excellent. I love a good heist.
What?
We'll return
Good.
with
Before
your
we
hyacinth.
before we go, Grim has a question. Actually, if you don't mind. So this place we're in, it has so many trees and plants growing everywhere, right?
Yes.
Why is it so clean?
Clean?
It doesn't make it. There's no. It's not the dirty. It should be dirty. If there are going to be trees,
Earth all around. But you're saying the street's too clean. We tried to make
everything's
as
shiny and
presentable as
bright.
possible. Take a little trip down into the alleyways, back into the brambles. You'll find something more to your liking.
Okay, good. Because Grim needs a little bit more dirt. These rooms are too clean. Grim needs something for Ernie to roll around in.
Where are you staying? You know what? Don't tell me. I'll find out soon, anyways. Instead, here's what I recommend. Try the Barrow Boughs. I have an acquaintance there. If you're looking for a nice, earthy, dirty place to sleep,
Noted.
That's one like that.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's the
yep,
whimsical
that's-
treehouse place.
Oh, okay. All right, let's build another tree fort. That's easy enough.
I think we would feel right at home. Well, thank you for your time. And when you see us again,
thank
you will
you.
have your.
Bye. She waves her hand, and you guys are standing on the street outside.
Oh. That would be a fun trick for a lot of people I know.
Yeah, you guys for a second, it's just like being twisted really fast, like spun around, and like your vision's just like somebody just turned you around and you're looking at something different. Like it was the fastest teleportation you've ever experienced.
Should just churned us.
Would have been nicer if she sent us straight to Twilight area.
And now I have to take the teleporter thing back. We should anchor here. Did we already do that? I think we did that last time. We paid money to anchor.
Yes,
We
but
didn't-
you can
we didn't
change
anchor
it
here.
for a
Yeah.
cheaper fee.
We're anchored in Twilight right now.
Okay.
Are you? I don't think you guys anchored there. You guys didn't anchor at all, did you?
I'm pretty sure
You
we
got
we
the
all
thing to
paid
teleport
money.
back.
You got
we
the
didn't.
thing that allows you to, recall.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but we all anchored. Okay, but we do need to anchor here instead.
Yes,
All right.
that's
so
fine.
we will anchor here first, and then we will travel and get this.
There may be something to doing this in a way that she doesn't know we've done it until we come back with it.
And she's gonna know anyway. This lady seems to know things.
That's the problem.
Look, if you think you're going to fool her, she's probably not going to be fooled anyway. It's all right. Just Just go with the flow.
I will say this: you got similar vibes off her that you got when you were around Lady Hyacinth.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got like a same level of juice, like way more than
yeah.
the Twilight Reserves guy was giving off. This chick was giving off legit Fae juice.
Oh no, with a name like Poppy, she's. I mean, I guess he was Wolfsbane. But yeah.
They're all just named after plants.
But to
We're gonna
be,
find a guy named
know,
Himlock.
a small little
Yes.
girl in charge of a
Poppy's
whole
shit.
guild, you know she's got to be powerful.
So
Guys, I'm on Poppy right now.
You know, she's either gonna be
Don't
powerful
mind me.
or like the whole guild is just a really dirty guild. It's just don't want any part of it.
Yeah, so it is interesting. Like this building, like with between the marble and everything else that's going on, like when you get up to this area, like it was mostly just like really well carved wood in her zone. It felt like a lot more like a normal office, like that you would find for a person, like in a fantasy world. Like it wasn't anything special, but she really stood out in it. And you guys got a little bit of opium intake while you were there, so that's something.
Contact high.
Nice. So,
Instead,
Was Lady Hyacinth was she as like visibly like plant based as Poppy was?
she just looked like an elf when you guys saw her.
Okay,
But she
Really
was
good
good with
disguise
illusion stuff, so
Yeah.
mhm.
that's true. Poppy's just like, I'm a flower.
Yeah, you guys don't know if that was her true form or not. You have no idea.
plus we can assume she's taken in some fractures and they may have had an effect on her appearance.
Lucy?
Kind of like Wolfsbane.
Oh my gosh, can I just feed Arnie a bunch of fractures? Can you imagine Arnie? It's like a pig with like 7 fractures inside.
It's just gonna turn into Diablo.
Right? I'm just riding this demon pig.
That's our plan for the next one.
Just
All right,
breathing
guys.
fire on everything.
So, as you guys decide to do whatever you're doing next, I guess, and we'll end our session here in a second. So I need to know where you guys are going. Are you heading out straight away, or?
We're gonna go anchor here first.
Wait. I was gonna say at least some of us need to anchor here first.
All right. So as you guys find yourself on the street, you turn directly under, and as you walk beneath the massive statues, arms reaching out towards one another, underneath into this waystone, we will go ahead and intersection there. So, thanks guys for hanging out. We played D&D.
Yay!
Finally!